The same man who once threatened to send her to jail because she had her mom's side is now asking for her address to send presents to her baby. Like, is this a second chance, or is this the start of the same old story? Here is today's letter. I've been in no contact with my dad and stepmom for almost 5 years. The final straw was the death of my brother in 2020. I am so sorry. When my brother died, things exploded. My mom was the beneficiary on his life insurance, and my dad told everyone that somehow my mom ended up changing the policy. My brother's girlfriend and his ex-wife at the time backed my dad because they wanted the money. My dad threatened to send me to jail because I had my mom's side. It was awful. It was a horrible, horrible thing. In the end, they were the ones that couldn't be trusted. My mom did give the money to my ex-sister-in-law for my niece because, one, she wanted my niece to have it, but two, my sister-in-law threatened that my mom would not be able to see her grandchild if she didn't give her the money. The money got spent on plastic surgery for my ex-sister-in-law and vacations just for her, not including my niece. Eventually, everyone did see the truth, but no one still has reached out to us. In therapy, I started to see the bigger pattern, that my dad really didn't have any interest in me ever. He could talk to my brother for hours, but he had no interest in me. He had more interest in his iPad. And basically no one in my family even knew I graduated because on the weekend of my party, he decided to throw a big family event. I went no contact after a huge breakdown. I had just lost my brother, I was in grad school, and I was working full-time on the front line during lockdown, and my dad had zero understanding. I told him I needed space, and he made it about himself. Now, my husband and I have a baby. We live in a different state, and my baby is surrounded by my husband's family, lots of love, and we are starting to find our own people. But now out of nowhere, my dad's texting me asking for my address so that they can send gifts to our baby. I still feel so much pain. I don't know what to do. If this were me, my question wouldn't be, do I send my dad the address? My question would be, am I ready to stop trying to get the dad I never had and truly grieve who he is and decide if that's enough for me and my baby? That's the question. So for me, I know you've already done a lot of therapy, you've done a lot of work. You already know that without deep work, ownership, and repair, it's just going to be more pain. It just is. That's the truth about it. Boundaries can shield some of it, but it can't turn him into a different dad. So I'd go back to my therapist. I'd flesh out what I'm really looking at, really make sure I've grieved and accepted who he truly is, then make my decision. I would go slow, maybe get a P.O. box, go really, really slow. And at any time, if things start to feel unsafe or familiar in the worst possible way, I would remind myself I'm allowed to shut this down whenever I want.